big fire in the middle of the unit, and we all worked in the kitchen as part of our job. We would spend 1 week in, another week everywhere else. And we decided we were starving one night, and we raided the kitchen, and we couldn't find any pots and pans, but we found these cans of baked beans, and we couldn't figure out what to do with them, or how to cook them, so we just decided to just throw them right into the fire. And we went off and did some other things, because we were bored, and we came back, and as we're walking back into the unit, we just suddenly hear this kind of loud popping noise coming from the middle of the thing, and we had no idea what it was, and we thought at first that somebody had dropped fireworks, and one of us ran straight forward in, and suddenly we hear another loud pop, and he comes back, and he's just covered in baked beans. The things had gotten so hot inside that they had all been popping and exploding onto all of the tents, into the middle of the unit, and we had to explain, how that happened and why we had raided the kitchen the next day.
Baked beans makes me think of Mexican food, and Mexican food makes me think of California, which makes me think of this story. My brother lives out in California, and I spent a summer there and made some friends. And back in September, I went back, and my friend David, who lives in the Sacramento area, came to pick me up an hour north of Sacramento, because that's where my brother lives now. And we go drive, he's driving me down to Sacramento. We end up getting lost. And my best friend's name is Linda. And we get lost, and I see the sign that says, "Welcome to Linda." And I got so excited. I'm like, "Oh my God, we're in Linda." And I took a picture of the sign, and I called her, and I was like, "Linda, I got lost in Linda." And that's my story.
My stepdad is a cowboy, straight up cowboy. I am from Southern California, full on Valley girl, okay? But for some reason, my stepdad is this bronzed, buff, silver-haired cowboy man. And, my mom had known him for years and years and years, and they got together. And you have to understand what's like growing up in my family, because we're from Southern California, but we're Hicks. My stepdad is cowboy. He plays the guitar, he writes cowboy poetry, he rides horses. My mom is this crunchy little folky lady, and they decided not too long ago that they were going to put together a folk group called Circa 68, because that was when they graduated from high school. And it consists of my stepdad, my mom, and my mom's hippie friend, who she went to high school with, whose name is Debbie, but she legally changed her name to Ross, because she's crunchy and weird and cool like that. Anyway, that's what it's like growing up in Southern California with a bunch of Hicks.
Yeehaw! Bob, this was the greatest idea. I love rodeo camp.
Jennifer, I'm glad you decided to come here with me.
I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I just got a cactus.
I know you did, but that's cool. It's anything. That's what's great about the great outdoors. Just bring that cactus in. Just bring it in, Beth. Well, I'm glad you came here with me. There's something I wanted to tell you.
Yeah?
I know that I've been getting these steers from Montana to California for a very long time.
I know, and I tell you, Bob, I'm really lonely at home when you do.
And that's why I've decided to put up my cowboy hat, take off my spurs, and we're going to do something together. We're going to join the ballet.
Bob, I had no idea.
Beth, I've wanted to do this for a very long time. I'm going to put on this tutu, and we're going to perform a ballet right with these steers, because I want to be with you.
Bob, I know, I've heard you dreaming, talking in your sleep about the steer ballet, but I never knew you really could make it a reality. So,
I used to walk around like a real cowboy, but now I'm only going to walk around
like this.
Now, when's these baked beans gonna be done?
Will you have some patience, girl?
Yeah, but I'm hungry. We haven't eaten in like 3 days. And I'm tired of eating bark.
I'm sick of beans.
I just wish we could figure out how to, you know, cook them differently. You know, it's just, you know, maybe.
I think I got an idea.
What?
You see this knife?
Yeah.
I'm gonna saw off my fingertip and sneak it in one of those cans of beans.
You know, I think I'd be okay with that. Me too. I've had a hankering for some meat, and I think gnawing on your finger would be a good idea.
I mean, we all had brought cans of beans with us. I mean, who thought of that?
Y'all, I don't know. This was probably the worst idea, to go camping without a map or a tent or directions.
And just beans. How can we live on beans for 4 days?
We got the stars.
I thought it would be exciting, you know? You know, coming up here in the wilderness with my 2 best friends.
But we're from New York City. We don't know anything about this, camping.
Yeah, well, you know, I just thought it would be fun to talk like a cowgirl all weekend. Camping.
Me too.
I heard they have buried treasure out in the desert. At least
Yeah.
that's what I read in a comic.
Maybe next time that's where we should go.
Yeah.
If we ever figure out a way out of here.
We could bring like corn next time. I'm sick of beans.
I think I got sand in my shoes too.
Y'all stop complaining. We need to figure out a way to get out of here. Woo!
Woo! Come on!
I'm thinking. I can't think on my feet anymore.
Well, you just hang out there and maybe we can figure out a way to find some food, find a way out of here, find some, you know, toiletries so we stop smelling so bad.
They're gonna start looking for us soon, you know.
Well, what if they don't? What if we're stuck out here forever?
I think we need to think positive.
What if we're the last 3 people on Earth?
Would that be so terrible? I mean, you 2 ladies have me, don't you?
And we...
I just thought of a perfect way to get Ranger Bob back.
How?
We just gotta throw some cans of stuff into the fire, take off, and they'll explode. He won't even know we did it.
But what will we eat?
Well, you know, it'll be worth it, man. Get him back for all that stuff he made us go through.
There are starving children in India, and you want to just throw some cans of food in the fire to watch them explode?
We don't have to actually watch them starve. It's not like it really affects us.
It is that kind of just blasé attitude that you have that, like,
Listen,
let's
man.
get us in all this type of trouble.
For the last 2 years, I've given 99 cents a day to one of these kids.
You're right. I've done nothing, and yet I bring it up, and it's all this.
So I have the right to go waste that food.
Can we throw like a butane? Can we throw a butane lighter in it instead or something? Those will explode pretty good.
Yeah, but it won't have the effect of stuff going everywhere and shrapnel getting in people's eyes.
I mean, for a person who sponsors a kid for 99 cents a day, you certainly like violence and maiming.
Well, I just do it as an excuse so I can, you know, tell girls that I'm sensitive.
No, I'm gonna build.
You know, boys, I don't think Ranger Bob's going to appreciate you just sitting around and shooting the shit. I really think you ought to work on this forest fire. The tourists are coming in 30 minutes.
God, man.
Ranger Bob is such an
No, you know, but somebody has to start these forest fires, so nobody's gonna go to California anymore.
asshole. Nobody's watching.